Alright guys, so this is game 2. So it looks like they're not gonna switch out any of their rulers. Mario might have, as his ruler is face down, but I'm not sure. I don't think he has any rulers side deck. Last time I checked, I don't have his exact deck list, but I did play against him, and I remember he didn't switch out his rulers on me at any point, but he might have been keeping it for the end. I don't know. They're deciding on side deck options here. I think he's just gonna decide not to go into any big changes. Angel looks like he's ready. His Abdul is tapped for random reasons, but he's probably just resting. He's like, yeah, once you're done side decking, I'm going to take this game, I'm going to take this tournament, and you're going to lose. But, alright, let's see. So, writing down his life. Oh, okay, no, he's not going to write down his life. So, they're shuffling. He's giving it a good shuffle to give it as much bad luck as possible. That's what I do anyway. I try to throw as much bad jujus as I can in my opponent's deck because, you know, it helps. You can always have a little black magic helping you out. It doesn't hurt. So he's going to draw his first 5 cards. I'm sure Angel's going to decide he wants to go first. And they have not mulligan just yet. No, Mario is deciding to just mull 1. Angel's going to mull what looks like 2. And then he's going to start. Yes, so Angel's going to go first. And Liberator Winds effect activates, stacking a card. As he did last game, it's probably going to be feasting again because it's really good to not hit that with Gretel. Though he does have that Moonlight that he sacked with Guardia last duel, so it is really interesting how he avoids that every time. It must be, he probably mulligan's hard to get Guardia, or if he has Guardia and Priest, he keeps that hand too. So Angel started off with Blasting Waves and a Priest. He goes into Feasting and Priest and ends his turn. Angel draws. He is going to untap, tap Priest and his stone for a Gretel. He hits Black Silence, and he's going to tap Abdul for another Blasting Waves, and he's going to end his turn with 2 open, possibly maybe trying to counter with Zeeks to his opponent's Gretel, or if he tries to go into a Guardia play again, he'll have his Zeeks ready for that as well. So he taps for stone. So he's at 2 open and a Priest. So he could go into Guardia, he could go into Gretel. Let's see what he's going to plan here. Yep, he goes into Gretel, tapping Priest and 1, and it gets Zeeks, so I was right about the Zeeks. And then with his remaining one, he plays Familiar of Holy Wind. It goes through, so he draws. And then he's going to end his turn. Angel untaps. He has 4 open with Priest. 3 stones, 1 Priest. Let's see what he's gonna do here. I think he also runs Guardia, so being able to stack Rubalesta would be really good. He just swings for 200. So he's going okay, and then hold Familiar blocks, so there goes Gretel and Familiar. He plays, he plays Guardia using 3, so he leaves his Priest untapped. I guess he doesn't want it to be attacked, so then he puts a Magic Stone on top of the deck. We all know that that's going to be Grublesta for sure, as there's no reason why he wouldn't stack that. And then he taps Stone for the Grublesta because he has not tapped this turn. So he has 1 Priest open and a Grublesta, which is of course safe for Cake Zone. And I don't think he would have played that way if he didn't have a Cake Zone. So he probably has a Cake Zone ready right now. He wouldn't draw because his Gretel is dead, but he probably thought that Familiar was just going to pay 1 to destroy it anyway. Oh, Mario plays Stories of 1001 Nights on Guardia. Shows his hand. He has 2 Familiars of Holy Wind and what looks like, I can't tell what the middle card is. It might be, kind of looks like a Stories too, but he's not playing Shahrazad, so I don't know if he would have that. So there is 2 Guardias that are removed. He offers Mario to look at his deck. He's going to shuffle through real quick to make sure he does not have any Guardias left. And there was no Guardias in his graveyard, of course, so that's not going to be an issue. Mario gives the deck a quick shuffle. Though those 2 Holy Familiar of Winds is actually really good because that's 2 draws he can get, which now, you know, replaces those cards with 2 new cards that Mario won't know. And he ends his turn, but he's going to, before the end of his turn, he wanted to play 1 last card. Nope, he's just gonna end his turn. Okay, so Angel untaps. And he's gonna, I'm sure he's gonna play the Familiar Winds and swarm the field with them, so he doesn't have to worry about Mario anticipating it. So he plays 4. Oh, he just goes straight into Mephistopheles, and its summon is okay. But he's not gonna deactivate. I don't think he tapped for a stone this turn. And then he plays Familiar, drawing a card, and then he sacks it for Mephistopheles and ends his turn. That was actually probably a really good play. He's gonna pressure Mario right now because he already used his stories. There's probably a low chance he has another one in his hand. And he was tapped out, so he couldn't use anything like Zeke's or Exceed. Let's see what he's gonna go for here. Okay, so he knows he's about to take 1500. His Feat Sync's not gonna help him. He taps for a Blasting Waves. Crime and Punishment would do really good here, but he would still have to take the 15 originally, and that's assuming by next turn he does not have a Cake Zone. So he plays this Familiar of Holy Wind using the Priest and draws a card. The summon is okay. Angel is fully tapped out. Now he's contemplating. I can't think of an answer he could possibly have to this unless he had another stories. Or, I mean, 2 Flame of the Outer World, but I don't think he has, he doesn't have 2 Fire, so he wouldn't be able to do that. And 1000 damage would really, really be painful. I mean, he's about to take 15, so it'd be a good trade-off, but he doesn't have the stones for it either. He can't deactivate because he's tapped for his stone, so he can't search for an answer if he has another 1001 stories. And even if he did, he'd have to wait a whole nother turn to play it, and Angel would see it coming, so he might have a Cake Zone ready. Let's see what he goes for. He has a decent amount of cards in his hand. I think it's 5 or 6. He's gonna play a Guardia, it looks like. Yes, he's gonna pay 3 for a Guardia. And he has 1 left open. Guardia's effect activates, letting him put a stone on the top of his deck. And with 1 open, he's going to end, and Angel draws. After a draw, he's gonna untap. Say what he goes for. If he deactivates and tap duel now, he'll be able to negate his Mephistopheles during the end turn. Yeah, that's what he's doing. So he's gonna deactivate Ebony Prophet and tap duel, and he's gonna chase his deactivate with Ebony Prophet's minus 300 effect to take out the Familiar of Holy Wind. Mario is thinking as he has 1 red open, but there's nothing he can do with just 1 red to that, so he's gonna have no choice but to let it be destroyed. He's still holding on to it though, unless he does have something. No, he doesn't have a choice but to let it die. Let's see now, with target attack, Mephistopheles could take out that Guardia, which could be problematic for Abdul. He's gonna play a Gretel. I guess he's confident because he has so many blockers. Oh, and he hit a Feat Sync, so he's not gonna be able to get that with Gretel. But he does have a lot of blocks, so I don't know if he's gonna be scared to either attack Guardia or yep, he goes straight into Guardia. At this point, if he pumps with if he pumps with Guardia and uses Thunder, Mephistopheles will actually be 1 Thunder away from being destroyed. So let's see, he's deciding. He negates Mephistopheles and ends his turn. Yep, and Mario responds with Thunder to Mephistopheles. This is going to be enough damage to take it out. He subtracts the 500 for targeting Mephistopheles before he even thinks of a response. Yes, and he's going to use Zeke's to make it untargetable. So Mario untaps. I'm pretty sure you think he now has, with this draw, he's going to have 5 cards in his hand? Or is it 4? 5? Oh, he's going to tap for stone. He gets the Moonlight. So that's a really nice combo. He actually seems to play really heavy beaters early game like Guardia while setting up that Moonlight. and then he'll use his Gretel's maybe the turn after, so that, you know, once he has his Featsing out of the way, once he has his Moonlight out of the way, he'll just not be able to miss anything. So it seems to be working really well because their stones are about, I mean, we just saw Angel miss Featsing with his Gretel, so it seems like a good combo. I think that's pretty smart of him. See what he's gonna do. At this point, with 5 open, if he he can't J activate because he taps actually. He's gonna play a third Guardia. I think that's his third Guardia this duel, if not his second for sure. As we saw one die last turn. Yeah, so he plays 3 for Guardia, leaves 2 open. Oh, and his priest is untapped. Let's see. He's going to possibly going to be just an enter in here and leave 2 open, hoping to stop him. Yep. So he ends. Angel draws. He's going to untap. It's a pretty scary field. That Mephistopheles was flying is just going to keep beating straight over if he doesn't stop him. He plays Familiar of Holy Wind with 1 and draws a card. Flame of Outerworld would be perfect here, as it would deal with Guardia without having to waste a block. And he wouldn't be able to pump. Oh, so Mephistopheles. Oh, no, he's not going to attack. He's going to swing with Abdul towards Mario. Oh, no, he's tapping for a stone. So he hit that Featsing, so he wants some protection for Mephistopheles, knowing that the next card is Featsing. Then he's going to play another Gretel, which can't miss, I'm sure, now, because he doesn't seem like he'd have any other True Stones. He's probably just playing Grubelesta Featsing, and then 4 Dark Green, 4 Fire Green, which would make sense. Let's see what he's going to do. He has Featsing open to protect Mephistopheles. He can attack directly for 15, which would take out over a third actually of his life points, which should be really good. And then he can't respond with the blocker because it has flying. But I know he doesn't want to leave that Guardia on the field, because that 1200 attack could take out Abdul if he somehow, like, maybe he sides in a Glinda or anything along those lines to give it unblockable, or maybe he has something that could give it flying. So let's see. Yeah, he attacks directly with Mephistopheles for 1500. We know Mario's taken at least 2000 now because he targeted Mephistopheles with Thunder once, so that's already 2000 damage, which means next turn, if he can get another one of those off and a single Thunder, it should be game. Or if he just attacks with everything and Mario just runs out of blockers. Oh, he's gonna summon Featsing, but its enter effect won't work, so that's just during the end phase. He just wanted another monster on board, maybe be able to produce some more on board, so. Let's see, he's thinking what he can do. So here he's thinking about what Guardia can pump. He's going to pump Guardia during the draw phase. Is he pumping Guardia though, or is he targeting Featsing? Yep, he's going to pump Featsing. So Featsing is now going to be at 900 attack. Guardia is at 800. What's his angle? Let's see. This is getting interesting. He's not giving up against that field. If he can get something to be able to clear that out. I don't know if he has an Awakening. I don't think he mains or sides Awakening, but if he had that, that would actually deal with a lot of that field, at least all the small stuff. But then that wouldn't really, it would take out his own Featsing too, and his priest. So that would actually wouldn't be a good play at all. He's gonna attempt to swing. Yeah, he's swinging with Featsing towards Abdul. So 900 attack towards Abdul. He's going to respond with a Featsing himself. He doesn't want to just block with the Gretel, because if he somehow thunders the Gretel or something, the attack will go through. So he plays a Featsing and prevents the damage from the attacking Featsing. So let's see how Mario's going to respond to this. Does he have a Zeeks ready? He responds with a Zeeks, yes. He's going to Zeeks the Featsing to make sure the attack goes through. So Featsing is removed, but then he attempts to block with Gretel. Let's see, and the block goes through. And now he's attacking with Guardia. With Guardia's 800. No, he wants to hold it. So Mario's playing smart. He doesn't want to overextend too much because he knows that a bunch is coming to him next turn. Yeah, he attacks it once again into Abdul with Guardia. He's going to block with the Gretel again. Makes it seem like he doesn't have any Cake Zones too, because he would keep a Gretel alive if he wanted to use Cake Zone to draw. But he doesn't seem to have any, so he's just wasting his Gretels and letting them die. Or maybe he wants to keep the Familiar for removal because that's more important to him than the draw. But I don't think he would do that. I'd rather have my Gretels up for Cake Zone. Especially when you Cake Zone a Cake Zone and then... I mean, you Cake Zone a spell, they Cake Zone your Cake Zone, so you Cake Zone their Cake Zone, then you get to draw 2. That's always a really fun play. So he ends his turn. He has only an Elvish Priest up at this point if he can get that 1 minute stop fleece in, but Mario does have 4 open, so he probably has either another Feasting, which wouldn't prevent the damage, but it could block Abdul, or it can block one of the little ones. Yeah, he's going to swing for 15 with Mana Stop Fleece in the air. This should leave Mario at 500 life. So just one Thunder at this point would do it. Yep, he's going to play a Thunder, targeting a direct. Oh, but he Cake Zones. He's going to Cake Zone the Thunder with 500 left. That would have been game if had it gone through. Let's see, he's going to attack directly with Abdul. He's going to block with Priest. Oh, but he's using Gru Ballesta on Priest? Is that Gru Ballesta on Priest? That wouldn't be enough to take it though. Oh, and his cat. So he combined both of them to be able to take out that Elvish Priest, so the attack would go through. And if that attack now goes through and he can't respond with anything, it is going to be game for sure. That's 1,000 to his 500 life. Yep, that's game. It doesn't seem like he has anything. So that was game 2. It went to Angel. It is now 1-1. So let's see game 3.